Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. This is GoodVibesSimmin, and today we are playing Lakeburg Legacies. In that corner. And anyway, Lakeburg Legacies, as you know, was produced by Ishtar Games, and they abandoned this game when it stopped making money. It wasn't making enough money, and they said they couldn't afford to continue with the game. So I'm not a game developer, but this game had the capability of being a marvelous, marvelous game because they could have added so many other features into this game. They could have fleshed out the family trees, the whole 9 yards, and they could have did up the endless mode. There's so many they could have added modding support. But there's so many different ways, and you will understand, any new players that come in as we're playing this game will understand that there's so many things that can be done with this game, like fleshing out personalities, fleshing out traits, names, like more names in the pile, making the village bigger. There's all sorts of different things, and it would be nice if there could be modding capabilities, if somebody out there had the ability to mod Lakeburg Legacies. If I knew how this game was done and how modding worked in certain games, with the exception of The Sims, of course, I would even try this out myself. But it was a shame that the modders decided to, or the developers decided to abandon this game for other games. It's a sin, really. It would be great if they would continue, but I doubt it. I doubt that they will ever come back to this game. But I felt so nostalgic for this game today. I was just going through my Steam library, and I was gonna do Our Life, because tonight my gaming is going to be Life is Strange, because I want to do the reunion game, but before I even get to the reunion, and by the time I get to the reunion, a lot of viewers will probably have already seen it through other viewers, but that's okay. Anyway, I just felt some nostalgia for this game because I have, like, when it first came out, I played it all the time. And I had a couple of other games in here, but as you can see right here, this is my longest game, and this is my original one that I have not deleted, because this is the one in my game file that has so many complications. It is, oh my, the backgrounds, the stories, and the things that have happened over the years. It's 147 years my characters have gone through in their growing up and getting married and divorced and married and divorced and dying, and oh goodness gracious, it's so complicated. But I have 147 years in this game 4 save, and as you can see, the prestige was way up. I ended up with 242 villagers, and I had all of the buildings. And this is only this is only like 9 hours of playing the game. I managed to go up to 147 years and do all the buildings, etc., etc. So it doesn't take long to get your buildings up there. But it can get very, very confusing in this game. And you'll be able to tell as we get further into it. Now we'll start out There's different ways that you can do this game. There's endless, there's long. Long gives you 75 years. Classic gives you 30, and um, short gives you 30. Classic gives you 100. Sorry. Long is no limit. Long. Okay, long gives you 100. Okay, classic gives you 75. Short gives you 30. All right. And then you have endless, which is no limit. And it's still experimental and has not been fully adjusted. And it says game balance has not been tested in endless mode. You are venturing into the unknown. I've been playing on endless. Now there's different game styles. You can do custom for an a la carte experience. Management, it favors village and service gauge management over relationships between villagers. You can do the social, which favors relationship between villagers over resource production and reduces the impact of illicit buildings on service gauges. And as you can see down here, whatever game style you're in will affect what you're doing. Now, if you do social, your economy is apprentice, and your service building and illicit trade is novice. Now, if you do management, the economy is master, and your service buildings and illicit trade is scholar. And scholar gives you your base resource production. Your gained resources is minus 20. Used resources is 50. 50 for building. Slot prices is 50% up. And upgrade prices goes up by 50%. The base resource production goes down by minus 20, and then gained resources is minus 20. Now, if you do the custom, you can actually change this. You can change it from, you can do master and have complete control over everything. I find that if you do scholar, it's not as effective. Or if you do journeyman, it's not as effective. I find if you do master, it's a little bit more difficult. But if you do master and scholar, is what I did with my game. So that's how I did that. But we will actually do, I'm going to keep it on endless, but we are going to launch the tutorial for those for those who have not played Lakeburg Legacy before. So we are actually going to do the tutorial. So let's click on play. So introduction. Welcome to Lakeburg, my child. My name is Tindra, and I'm a psychic. Like my mother and her mother before her, I am an expert in lonely hearts. I just love weddings. Spicing up other people's lives and finding them a soulmate is my whole life. A vision led me to this God-forsaken hole. With a little luck and a lot of seduction, Lakeburg can become a true haven of love, and you will assist me with this goal. What? Yes, you were in my vision, and now we've got work to do. You'll find my cart nearby, so knock on my door when you find someone to marry. Allow me to introduce Yvonne, your first villager, whose descent will form the very foundation of Lakeburg. Let us find her an occupation. Hey, let's put her in the Lumberjack's Lodge. Okay, so this is the Lumberjack's Lodge. In order to produce work higher quantities, lumberjacks must have a good athletics skill. In order to produce quickly, lumberjacks must have a good strength stat. So athletics and strength is what they need. Lumberjacks will be happier if they belong to the peasants class. The impact on their morale will be reduced. Future villagers will be sorted depending on their potential to work in the displayed building. And then we have to just drag and drop the villager on the slot. So, we're going to drag her there. Thus spoke Tindra. Now, let me start the clock again. Let us wait for Yvonne to finish chopping her first batch of wood. So, as you can see the timer there, the production time determined at the start of each production cycle. In this case, the villager evolves. This will be modified at the start of the next cycle. So it actually tells you everything that you need to know right here. Right here. So it says the production time is 79 days. Social relationships, work ambience. Okay. So we're going to go out of the lodge. Now, housing. With these freshly chopped planks, we can build a nice house for our young Yvonne. So now we have to go to the houses. Now, housing, with a bit of elbow grease, one can achieve great things, you know. So we have to build a house. So this is where you will make your home sweet home. Drag and drop the villager. And so we're going to put Yvonne here. All right, this is getting boring. Let us find the perfect partner for Yvonne. Send her to me from the village. Okay, so now it looks like we are into 15 May. So this is where we're at. So now we got to go back to the village. Now, I'm just wondering, I'm just going to go through here and see if she's got a cart here in the village. I think she did. I'm not sure. Because this is the lumberjack's cabin, but I don't see... I don't think it shows up right away. I don't think. So if we click on here, okay, this is Tindra. Farewell, singleness. Hello, coupledom. So approach my child. Old Tindra will help thee find true love. So we're going to put her here. What is thou art seeking, my child? Okay, so find your soulmate. You can choose the suitor's gender in Lakeburg. Villagers have no sexual preference and gay couples can adopt children. For now, Yvonne is alone in town. We need to broaden our field research. Ask me to present her with some people living in our future village. Okay, so we need to go to surroundings. The most important ingredient for lasting relationship is to find someone with whom your villager has a good affinity. way, the ideal suitor will share the same likes and dislikes as your mate. It's important to remember the suitor's likes or dislikes so that you know what topics to bring up during dates. After the wedding, the suitor will move into Lakeburg. Don't forget to make sure they're a good recruit. Now it's time to make your choice. I only ask for a few hearts to fuel my crystal ball and propose a new suitor. Okay, so Yvonne has charisma and she's a peasant. Now Henry is also got charisma and is a peasant. Is your father some sort of locksmith? I mean, he gave you the key to my heart. Now with the likes, they might have the same thing here. Yvonne likes public executions, muscles, and she does not like cuddles. So it looks like Henry and Yvonne oh, okay, so no, she likes cuddles. He dislikes cuddles, sorry. So she dislikes silver and gold reading and oh, I see. Okay, so this has a positive impact on the future couple's affinity. Positive in case of agreement, negative in case of disagreement, and same with reading. Has an impact on the future couple's affinity. Positive in case of agreement, negative in case of disagreement. So he dislikes reading and she dislikes reading. So that is something they have in common. Now she likes cuddles, he dislikes cuddles. He likes fashion, flowers, and meditation. She likes public execution and muscles. She dislikes. I don't think, because they don't have enough. The only thing that they do have in common is their dislike for reading. But they're both peasants, and it does say that I see, wouldn't this winsome person be a good match for thee? So it primarily depends on hobbies, influences the relationship. So the hobbies is reading. So the couple's love will tend to increase. The age difference is +2, so there's 2 years difference. They don't have their traits are. They really don't have a whole lot of traits, and it's not negative. So I'm thinking that let's go with that. And we will click on yes and see how it goes. So if you don't remember your suitor's hobbies, have no fear. You will find here a little reminder before your rendezvous. So meditation, flowers, and fashion. And dislikes is reading, feasting, and cuddles. Okay. So she likes cuddles, and he doesn't. So let's see. The moment of truth with a date. You can either go on a date to try and conquer your suitor's heart, or ask me to organize your wedding right now for a few hearts. We're gonna go with the date. The aim is to bring up the topics they like and share their dislikes. Failing that, staying on neutral ground is a safe bet. If you have a memory lapse, my crystal ball can help you. Yvonne and Henry are enjoying a boat ride on the lake's tranquil waters. Considering how romantic it is, wouldn't now be the time to go for it? Relish in the latest rumors circulating Lakeburgs, and flowers are pointless. Well, they can't be any rumors going around Lakeburg because him and her are the only one in Lakeburg.
Aww.
Henry is discreetly trying to get rid of the bouquet he made for Yvonne. Okay, so that's against them. Bummer. Can this magnificent moonlight still help our lovebirds to bond more? Yvonne and Henry both enjoy the pale moonlight. This unique moment allows them to get to know each other better. The orangutan display of food at the last bouquet was simply disgusting. Talk about the importance of big cuddles in a loving relationship.
No.
Henry's embarrassment regarding this topic makes Yvonne feel more embarrassed. Let's have a drink. Okay, so they're on their third try. So Yvonne and Henry are spending time at the inn, emptying a few glasses. Will the warm atmosphere help them break the ice? Talk about honor to be held on the battlefield. Get excited about great libraries. Okay, let's try this. So they did do it on the third try. Well done. This marriage is in the bag. Let the two lovebirds continue dating so they strengthen their love before tying the knot, if they so wish. So they have an average affinity, so over time they will tend to increase. Epic armies, the beauty of combat, great realms, and mighty nations are forged by the war. So they are officially a match. So they've only got a love meter of 1. So every 3 months, chances of having a baby go from 2% to 6. And their affinity is average. So it depends. So like it said here, it depends on hobbies. So let us rejoice. We are gathered here today to celebrate the union between Yvonne and Henry. Do you promise each other love, honesty, and fidelity until death do you part? Okay, let's do I do, because they have to officially become founders of Lakeburg. So, by the powers vested in me today, I hereby declare you both as officially wedded. You may kiss. Let the party begin. So, thus spoke Tindra. Congratulations on Yvonne and Henry's wedding. Now I'm counting on you to make Lakeburg grow for the years to come. Have the village thrive and become as prestigious as possible. Here is a list of objectives to achieve so you can increase your prestige score. And your main goal, I will reward you for your investment. Whatever happens, remember to have at least one villager around so Lakeburg doesn't become some ghost town. If you find it difficult to follow everything happening in Lakeburg all at once, you can use filters to monitor specific details or display information by level of importance. So far, I was in charge of time, but now it's your turn. You can make it go faster or pause it. Thus spoke Tindra. Right, I'll go now, recruit new people, marry them, and forge long-lasting relationships. So, Yvonne Galahad and Henry Taylor have met and now share the following relationship: loveless marriage. Okay, so they are in a loveless marriage. So now we're going to go to houses. And this is where you can follow the events of a couple's daily life. The higher the affinity between both spouses, the more likely impact on their love will be positive. So right now they have a loveless marriage. In a couple, love is divided into several steps. If the level falls to 0, the couple will automatically break up. According to its love step, the couple will produce more or less hearts and prestige. That very love will determine the couple's chance of spontaneously having a child, regardless of whether the couple is homosexual or heterosexual. It is therefore unnecessary to ask future parents to procreate or adopt. They know what to do. If you want a couple to become parents, you need to have one child room ready. If you want your 2 villagers to abandon their parenting plans, you can decide to have them abstain. Now, if the waiting really becomes unbearable, you may spend a few hearts to have a child join the household a few months later. If a couple is at wit's end, you may decide to facilitate a breakup. Okay, so they are in a loveless marriage, but Yvonne wants a child, and Henry also wants a child, so they have to yes. So their chances of having a baby is 7%. Oh, an event just happened. Okay. These pop up suddenly. So Henry and Yvonne have been chatting for hours at the inn. Suddenly Yvonne poured her beer on Henry, completely soaking the poor soul. How will he react? Laugh or smile politely? So Henry, influenced by Henry. Henry and Yvonne, okay, completely soaking the poor soul. How will he react? So let's see, if we do smile politely, Yvonne will get the embarrassed trait, during the days. Now, if we laugh, something is about to happen. So it doesn't tell you, what he'll do, but let's just say smile politely. Yvonne apologized, offering him off the table with her own jacket and by the next round. Although still soaked, Henry was moved by such kindness. So that actually increased their relationship a little bit. So now we're going to go out. Let's look at Henry. So this is the character sheet. Now, they did do something before. I'll mention it here in a minute. It says here that this area displays all the information you need to choose a villager's future occupation. A villager's class defines the impact of their occupation on their morale. And then each character aspires to a certain field of work. When they're doing a job requiring a skill associated with that domain, they get more XP. And stats impact your village's production time, and skills impact the production quantity. And character originality. This area sums up what makes your character unique. And personality traits are passed on to one's own children or apprentices via education at the various stages of their development. Congenital traits are biologically passed on to procreated children. And life traits sum up the villager's states or feelings at any given time. And life expectancy indicates if a villager is about to meet their maker. This gauge reduced every month. And morale impacts a villager's production time. If it is negative, it affects the life expectancy lost every month. And then you have your character's needs down here. A villager must satisfy to be at the top of their physical and mental capabilities. And then the citizenship level increases as the villager spends more time in the village. For each level, the villager gains a new yearly need to satisfy. And then when an essential or convenience need is satisfied, the villager gains a positive trait, allowing them to be at optimal capacity. For luxury needs, prestige is gained instead. And when essential needs are not satisfied, they gain a negative trait that impacts the villager's life expectancy, among other things. So you can see here, he is not homeless, but as you can see here, you can now customize. Now before the Ishtar abandoned the game, they made customization possible. So if you wanted to, you could go in. I'm not going to change anything because it's been too far in the game, but you can actually change hair, nose, mouth, facial hair, colors. You can change, and you can even change their name if you want to. So you do have that customization aspect there, that you can change them. Now, over here, as you can see, we have what is called their family tree in the game. So right now they don't have parents or grandparents. So this is showing that Yvonne is his partner. Now, if they happen to divorce, she will go over here. Eventually, you will have your children under here. Parents go here, and then grandparents go there. So that would mean that the both partners' parents would go here. And because this is the inheritance one. And if you click on relationships, this gives us a little thing here. There are 8 groups of social relationships. When 2 villagers share a relationship, the latter can evolve positively or negatively, depending on their interactions. A relationship may also change groups. To create a relationship between 2 villagers or make it evolved, you may have them greet each other. The results may depend on their shared affinity and especially their common interests. And note that some relationships can be so memorable that they will never be forgotten, even if both villagers have no further impact on each other's life. And that would be this one. So this is memorable relationships. This is adultery, exploitation, mentorship, lust, romance, enmity, friendship, troubled family, happy family, and marriage. So we have Henry's, this shows Henry's likes, and then of course his dislikes. And then we're going into life. So annual needs wood. So his potential is livestock farmer, miner, or a farmer. And his aspiration is food, feeding others with the heart, figurative speaking, of course. And his traits, he's well-mannered, he's boring, and he's also proud. And his citizenship level is 1. So we need to find Henry a job. So we gotta go to the village. So some neighbors showed up in Lakeburg. They seem to want to settle here. Okay. So we need to build, each of these groups follows a definite order. For instance, to build a hunter's cabin, you must first build a farm. So we need to build a farm right now. So the next thing is a farm. And Henry has the potential for a farm. So let's move Henry in here. So he is going to be our farmer. And recruitment. So Lakeburg is in need of manpower. Check out the profiles of potential future recruits and choose the best one to make your village thrive. If you don't like the current profiles, you may ask another neighbor to apply. You can also wait for other people to show up spontaneously at the village. So she has a potential for a farmer and gatherer and livestock farmer. We don't have to worry about chancellor right now. So oh, okay. So lumberjack, gatherer, mason, and man of the evening. Okay, so let's choose her. And we've got Pavetta Aberg. Okay, so she is mean, ill-mannered, and devout. Well, I don't know if she would be... Alright, well, let's actually try her. Okay. We need to get more wood, so we need another lumberjack, so... Oh my. Okay. So... let's recruit. Okay. Alright, so... excuse me. So we can open that up and we can put auto. When two or more workers are toiling together on a daily basis, it's essential to maintain a good ambiance. Problematic workers and ambiance are marked with a bomb. If they're trivial, they're marked with suspension points. As for nice workers and ambiance, they're marked with a flower. The overall working ambiance sums up the various relationships between all workers in a building. It impacts production time. Okay, so we don't have any ambiance right now, but they both can seem to produce very well. Okay. So we can trading now, and Esto and Bianca are in town. They offer to buy resources produced in the village. They pay in gold. Gold is a very important resource. It allows you to upgrade buildings, recruit new villagers, etc. If you're ever in dire need of gold, know that Bianca the llama is far more corruptible than Ernest. With a bit of petting and some food, she'll come back without delay with her faithful companion. So we can barter 20 wood. So let's barter so we can get a little bit of extra money. Okay. So we did manage to get a little bit of extra money. And there's more recruitment. So let's see. We're gonna need a hunter eventually, so let's recruit the hunter. Okay. So we're gonna need a hunter. So we need to build. Oh, Henry and Yvonne had been chatting for hours at the inn. Suddenly Yvonne poured her beer on Henry. Again, completely soaking the poor soul. How will he react? Oh my goodness. They've been through this before. Yvonne apologized, offering to mop the table with her own jacket and buy the next round. Although still soaked, Henry moved by said kindness. So they've been through this before. So now we build the hunter's cabin. And we're going to, with the villager's current expansion, you can now optimize your villager's field work. By default, unemployed villagers are provided, and they are sorted according to their potential. From the highest to the lowest, use the filters to find diamonds in the rough, even if it means rummaging for them in another building. So he is a hunter, so we need to put him in the hunter's cabin. So he is in the hunter's cabin. And he is a lumberjack. Now, houses. We need to build another house. And we need to put Otto in a house. And we need to build another house. And we need to put Hildebard in another house. Okay. So we don't have any homeless villagers. Alright. So now, oh, we got another recruitment. Mason and lumberjack. But he can also be a mason. Okay, let's recruit him. Okay. Now, social interactions in the village. Having meet interact with villagers. Okay. So Hildebard Lindbergh and Catalina Bell have met and now share the following relationship acquaintance. Okay. So they have met. Alright. So let's barter so we can get some more money. Okay. So we need to get some couples here. Approach my child, old Tinder will help thee find true love. Okay, so we're going to bring up Otto first. So let's bring up Otto. And he's going to try to find his soulmate. Let's try Lakeburg. There are several single villagers in Lakeburg, but don't worry. I'd never propose members of one's own family. So let's see. Now Otto and Hildebald they have an average. Well, let's just say yes, they'll go on a date and see what they can do. And we'll just wing it. Share the recipe for nougat with dried fruit and say money creates more problems than it solves. Okay, so that worked. Hildebald is so keen on sweets. Caramel jam candy. Clearly everyone in the state has a sweet tooth. Everything seems to be fine. Say, what about a boat ride on the lake? Otto and Hildebald are enjoying a boat ride on the lake's tranquil waters. Considering how romantic it is, wouldn't now be the ideal time to go for it? Criticize Lakebird's countryside? and sitting on a cushion to meditate. Do these people not have something more useful to do?
Ah!
Living in this hellhole is such a bore. Hillball also hates being woken every morning by the rooster, the hens, and the flies. Say, what about going up the hill to enjoy the moonlight? Otto and Hillball both enjoy pale moonlight. This unique moment allows them to get to know each other better. Criticize those barbarians who see the dueling as a pleasant hobby.
Oh!
So dueling is simply barbaric. Hillball couldn't agree more. So they have a perfect match. So Otto and Hillbald, their affinity is average, but they've got 3. Let us rejoice we are gathered here today to celebrate the union between Otto and Hillbald. Do you promise each other love, honesty, and fidelity? By the powers vested in me today, I hereby declare you both as officially wedded. You may kiss. Let the party begin. So, they are now together. So Hillball moved out of his home, and Catalina can actually move in. So we're going to put her in here. So she can now become the owner of this house. Okay. Now, if you want to keep updated on how they're going, it seems that Yvonne and Henry, they're no longer in a loveless marriage. It seems that they are really getting along better. So they have a 50% increase in their art. So their baby wish is desired. Okay. Now, if you go on and you see Otto and Hilbard, they have the same prestige as well. Or the same heart level. Okay. Now, oh, uh-oh, I seen a, oh, dear, dear, dear. Already, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, this is what I mean by surprising. These two just got married. Okay. And he is already has an adulterous relationship with Catalina Bell. This is what I mean with this game. It is so unpredictable. Like, you have relationships forming all over the place. So he just got married. And she has the adulterous relationship with him. So that quickly it evolved. And he is married to, and he's supposed to be in love, but Otto became enthralled with Catalina, and she ended up seducing him, and now he is in an adulterous relationship with her, even though he's in love with his husband. My. Wowzers. Okay. Well, secret crush. So secret crush basically is you're having an affair. So obviously you are no longer able to meet the inhabitants' needs for this resource. You need to find a solution with those producing it. Oh, Henry Taylor and Catalina Bell have met and now share the following acquaintance. Okay. So we need to upgrade to multi-purpose for the hunter. And okay, so we need to build a mason's workshop. And we will put Catalina in here. And we need a... let's recruit him. Oh, somebody had a baby. Yvonne is so full of energy, she wants to do everything all the time and right away. Alas, this is not to everyone's taste. Her perpetual drive exhausts her friends and family who don't know how to keep her busy anymore. So let's have her clean up the streets. Lakeburg streets are not clean, at least they weren't until Yvonne grabbed a bucket and a broom. Now each and every piece of pavement is sparkling and even shadowed. Alleys smell good. Yvonne may have found her calling, which delights her fellow citizens. Oh. So let's go into the houses right now and the Everhart. So even though they... oh, wow. Even though they have their first child, which is Damas Everhart. But now troubled family. So Damas has a beautiful relationship with Otto. But Hillbald, oh, so is awful. So he don't like the fact that they have a family already. Probably. So he is an so Otto has an excellent relationship with Catalina. And he has an average relationship with Hillbald. And he has a good relationship with his son. Okay. So... So what is his little, what is his character sheet? No. Okay. So what is... so he doesn't really have anything. Like, what did he inherit? So he's 1 year old. And he's got the weak trait. And then he's also got the brave, and so his personality is brave, but his congenital trait is weak. So he has a frail body on frail legs. Okay. Okay. So we got, let's barter. So we need more money. And we got a recruitment for a... We're going to eventually need a livestock farmer. Okay. And we need to build a sewing workshop. Here we go. So let's build. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Oh, they both. Okay, so let's go yes for these two. Are enjoying a boat ride on the lake's tranquil waters. Considering how romantic it is, wouldn't now be the ideal time to go for it? Recite a poem.
Oh.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I live in a small shed and I really love you. These clumsy little rhymes simply melt Selkham's heart. Let's continue this charming rendezvous with a nice bottle. Draco and Sephron are spending time at the inn, emptying a few glasses. Will the warm atmosphere help them break the ice? Share a recipe for nougat with dried fruits. Saffron is so keen on sweets, caramel jam candy. Clearly everyone on this date has a sweet tooth. Say, what about going up on the hill to enjoy the moonlight? Draco and Saffron both enjoy the pale moonlight. This unique moment allows them to get to know each other better. Talk about good food, and it's time to duel.
Oh.
So let's good digestion, weight on appetite. Draco and Saffron share the same taste in terms of good food. All right, so they are now a match. Let us rejoice. We are gathered here today to celebrate the union between Draco and Saffron. Do you promise each other love, honesty, and fidelity until death do you part? By the powers vested in me today, I hereby declare you both as officially wedded. You may kiss. Let the party begin. Okay, so houses we need to build. So we need to put so we need to put them in a house. Okay. And okay. So now we need okay. So I think we can actually put him in here for right now. And let's upgrade to There we go. So we're gonna make him so we'll put him in here for right now to be a mason since he can't get into mining right now. Otto and Hillbald have been chatting for hours at the inn. Suddenly, Hillbald poured his beer on Otto, completely soaking the poor soul. How will he react? Otto's laugh offended Hillbald. How dare he mock him for his clumsiness? Hillbald didn't talk for the rest of the evening. Oh well. Oh, we can barter. Okay. So we have enough wood, and we have the right amount of clothes. Oh. So Saffron Baker and Emma Brown. So this is what I mean by this game actually like going like crazy. Because when, like I find, especially in endless mode, you do not know what your characters are going to do. Like here is another newly married couple. And what happens, you put a woman in the mix, and for some reason turns one of these couples one member of a couple inside out. So we now have in the town, we now have two secret relationships going on between two married couples. Doesn't bode well for the town. Let's just put it that way. Does not bode well for the town. Because you have Saffron, who is married to Drogo, and he is good friends with Hillbald. But he met Emma Brown, who just moved into Lakeburg, but she is unemployed, so she has a lot of time on her hands. Therefore, she turned Saffron's eyes. Oh my goodness. I think with the lust, I think that is like a one-time thing. I don't think it's like, see, their relationship is adultery, this relationship is lust, so I'm not sure what the two is. Like adultery, so high chance of triggering a positive date, production time, clothes needed, marriage affinity. The date with Emma will start with a certain level of existing love. So but he loves both. So basically, the secret crush is he's in love with both of them. The adultery, the lust thing, I think, is the other form of adultery, but just a flash in the pants type thing, I think. Um, but with this, I think, especially if they've got this type of relationship and it lasts a while, then it'll last until one of if she gets into a relationship. um oh and what, oh, goodness gracious. So I know it's this perfect match on kids, but it also they've got a friendly relationship because they're a happy family. So that's what that means. Friendly relationship, happy family. Um, this means that Draco is enemies with her because, of course, she is carrying on with Sephron. And I think in this aspect of it, I think because it's adultery and it might be a secret crush, I think the couples know about it, and I think that's where the enemy aspect comes into effect. Recruitment. Okay, so we have the potential for another Mason. So let's recruit here. Okay. So we need to build a mine. Oh, Emma was walking through the woods when suddenly she saw a beautiful toad on a large flat stone behind a tree, apparently winking at her. The toad started talking, asking her for a kiss to lift its curse. Okay, let's get a talking toad, capture it. A talking toad. Now that's something. Emma captured it at once, deciding to make it a circus pet until she saw Catalina coming out from behind a tree, laughing her head off. Her ventriloquism skills are certainly convincing. Interesting. After a little talk, Emma and Catalina realized they could pool their skills and put on a rather lucrative ventriloquism act. The toad thus became a local celebrity. Well, here they came. Okay, and now they can build a mine as well. Okay. So increasing production. Okay, so and some buildings can produce 2 types of resources, so we need to upgrade to produce the wheat. Okay. Unemployed villagers are provided and they are sorting according to their potential from highest. I'm rummaging for them in another building. So we need to get another hunter. Butcher miner. Okay, so we need another hunter. Okay, so we need another hunter. Okay, so in the sewing, okay. Okay, we need to build another house. So we're going to give all right. Okay, so let's put John up here and find your soulmate for Lakeburg. Okay. Bad.
Aww.
Average. And that's a bad. Okay, so let's try Emma. Let's go yes.
Aww.
Every time everything seems to be fine. Say what about a boat ride on the lake?
Oh.
Emma is keen on sweets.
Oh.
And they want to abolish the death penalty. So they have a good affinity with each other. So it's a match. So they are now going to get married. So now when you look at Emma, you look on her relationships. So now, she's still got the secret. She now is a secret flirt. So she's still in an adulterous relationship with Sephron. So I thought it ended when they got married, but I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't. So she's carrying on a relationship with both Sephron, and then she's married to John. Oh my. And let's see. We need to do... and let's see. Well, Catalina, let's see. Can he... let's try her with a date and see if they can make it. So they agree on that one. Okay. No, she doesn't care about such things. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so 2 out of 3 is not bad. Okay, so they've got married. Alright, so if we go back into Catalina, okay, so she still has, so her relationship with Otto is still going on, even though she's married to Valoran. Okay. I got it. Okay, so Hilbard, my goodness, he's got a good relationship with Catalina. He's got an average relationship with his husband. And he's got an excellent relationship with Zephyrin, so it means that they are, they've got the friendship, and he's enemies with John. So Zephyrin, he is still married to Droko. He's friends with Hilbard. He's in an adulterous relationship with Emma. He's got a good standing with his son Randolph. And he is an enemy with John. Oh, and Emma, she is still in her relationship with Zephyrin. She does not like Zephyrin's. Is Zephyrin married to... Oh, yeah. So she doesn't have a good relationship with Zephyrin's husband. She has an average relationship with Valerian, which is a friendship, and she has an average relationship with her husband John. Okay. For the past few days, the weather hasn't been very inviting. It's raining in Lakeburg. Not very much, mind you, but just enough to say it's raining. Tiny, cold, wispy droplets are drizzling all day, and when the rain stops, the sky stays gray. Some days it looks like nighttime, or it feels like it's raining, even when it's not. Morale is half-mast. A little sun wouldn't hurt. Okay, so houses. So we need another house built. Okay, so who needs a house? Okay, we don't have anybody homeless. Okay. Okay, so she is a seamstress. Okay, so they're not, okay, so the ambience in here is bad, so they don't have a good relationship at all, so we're gonna have to move. let's move him over to minor. So let's take him out of there. And let's put him in the mine. There, let's put him in the mine. And we need to recruit another hunter at some point. And Damas can become so Damas can start becoming a mentor, and the mentor's intelligence. So he has the potential to be mentoring young delinquents can be tough depending on the number of students. Your mentor has a chance to be stressed out. So we can put him up here. A student gets XP in the occupation skill depending on their intelligence. In their aspiration, if the ladder is full, the student will get more XP. Aspiration may evolve after 3 evolutions. It changes to an expertise trait, which adds a stat and a skill bonus. From the mentorship area, you may return at any given time to the tool production area and vice versa. Okay. Okay, let's put her in. Let's put her in the farming. And let's put so let's put Valerian in with the hunter too. So we can get some more things caught up there. All right, so the sewing workshop, once we have okay. So Halloween needs, we need to go outside to find her. Let's see.
Oh.
Farmer, miner, and hunter. Okay. So let's click on yes.
No. Oh.
Okay. And they're gonna go up the hill.
Oh.
Well, they have a 1, but let's get them married anyway. Service, it seems your population needs to be healed. Health is a service need. Some stages of it gauge correspondence to a negative trait that may affect several people. These traits are particularly powerful, so watch out. It seems this new building is the reason for the people's sudden loss in health. Rodent's nest. Okay, so illicit buildings. All right. After a seemingly never-ending marriage, Yvonne and Henry decided to break up and go their separate ways on their own. Oh. 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 Okay. They didn't have any kids, right? No. Okay, so if we go... So they didn't have any children. So Yvonne and Henry divorced without any children, which is actually good. They didn't have any kids. Okay, so and Yvonne is still a lumberjack. Oh my. Poor weather, rancid food, loneliness, and many other dangers from a life of vagrancy eventually took their toll on Henry Taylor's physical and mental health. Homeless though he was, Henry Taylor was still an inhabitant of Lakeburg. May he rest in peace. Okay, I didn't expect that. Him and Yvonne just got... Well, by his... Okay, when we looked at... So he had... He became homeless after... Oh my, he was only 33. Yvonne. You are... You are obstinate. Well, I didn't expect that. That's the first death in Lakeburg. Let's just put him in there for now. He needs a job. And we're gonna put him in here for right now, so he can clean out the rodent's nest. Okay. Tinder's Admirers Club have their hormones going wild, led with Love by Yvonne and Oliver, whose motto is more love everywhere all the time and with whomever. Its members have a reputation for being rather friendly horn dogs. However, according to some villagers, their sense of sharing seems a tad too developed. Well, it's good for the birth rate. There's no way we'll dampen our fellow citizen spirit. After all, it's a Lakeburg trademark, though it's a shame about the transmittable infections one can catch in the heat of the moment. Then again, you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. Okay, so they're not homeless anymore. And we're going to build a home for Oliver. Okay. There we go. Now, we can barter. Oh. Okay, so we have okay, so these lust is what they call a bed friend, not a love thing. The adultery is love, the underwear is bed. Okay. Okay. So we need to recruit. We need. Oh. Oh, come on, Emma. Okay, then we're gonna put her there, and Emma, we're just gonna move you somewhere else because you're being so obstinate. But where to put you, I don't know. Well, you're just gonna have to make do for now because you're just gonna have to stay there for right now. So you're just gonna have to make do. So let's go with Lakeburg. Okay, so let's see if Oliver and Yvonne can get along.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh.
Okay, so they seem to be a match. Okay. she's moved out of her house. And now her house has become available. So we can move her here so we don't have any homeless. She just got married. In these times of dire famine, Yvonne Galahad couldn't find enough food to survive. Deficiencies, weight loss, and a general weakness finally got the better of this unfortunate villager who couldn't receive adequate help in time. So she died of hunger. Jesus. Oh my God. So Oliver is heartbroken. He is widowed. Oh, so I've already lost 2 villagers already. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so let's do
Oh. Oh. okay, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Okay, so in the houses, so they have a heart of 2, so that's not too bad. So, but we need to so carpenter, seamstress, or livestock farmer. Okay, so there we go. So what if we put Emma? What if we put her with Otto? Okay, that may work because Otto. Oh no. Actually, who is Emma having the relationship with? Hold on. Where is Emma? Oh, Zephyrin is, oh. So if we put Emma. Okay. let's do lumberjack. Lakeburg awoke to the strong smell of burning, and thick smoke started stinging the eyes and throats. A forest is on fire, equipped with buckets and container. All of the descriptions. Many villagers tried to extinguish the fire, while others cleared flammable objects to try and halt its progress with success. But with wood, stalks took a heavy toll. Okay, so Emma, we gotta find... Can we build anything yet? Or... So we don't have... Okay, so we gotta put Emma somewhere where... Okay, so let's put Emma over here. Well, that's not gonna do very good. No. We gotta put Catalina back there. Okay, let's put Emma in there. Okay. Okay, so there. So we can put them up there. Alright. So I'm gonna leave this. We'll barter. Give them a little bit more money. And... we will... Okay, so let's actually bring Oliver and Sybil together. Okay, so... So let's try a little bit of a... They have a bad affinity, so let's say... See if they have any hearts.
Aww.
Okay, so they have a bad match, but we're gonna marry them anyway, just to see what it looks like. Now, they have a bad affinity, but they're getting married anyway. But they don't have a house. Yes, they do have a house. I'm sorry, Oliver. Yes. They did have a house. Okay. Alright, so we are going to... we're going to pause that for right now. We are in year 19, it looks like. Yes, we're in year 19. So we've covered quite a few years. So we have covered quite a few years. We've got presently farm, lumberjack's lodge, hunter's cabin, sewing workshop, mace's workshop, mine, and the rodent's nest. But we've already lost 2 villagers. So we've had 2 widowers here. And as you can see, the rodent's nest, there's laundry flowing there. The mine thing is working. The farm buildings, you can see all of the different things moving. The hunter's cabin. You can see the fields, the smoke from the cabins there. And this is where the sewing workshop is. It's right over the bridge. So this is where some villagers live too as well, by the looks of it. Sewing workshop. And there's homes there. Fishing poles are right there. And as you can see, there's deer there. If you move on up, there's more deer over here in the hunting aspect. A boat in the water. And if you go over here, there's different, like this here is, I don't know why that's doing that. But you can see there's different aspects of the map that will actually pop up eventually. So we will continue. We're going to close it for now. We're going to save. So we're going to save this episode. So this was our beginning venturing into Lakeburg Legacies. So I do want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. And if you did like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Or if there's any other videos that you like on the channel, or if there's something you want to see, be sure to leave a comment below this video. And remember, we are doing a road to 50 subscribers for the Cozy Gaming Studio. And at the end, after we have 50 subscribers, everybody's name is going to go into the pot, and the random name picker will actually pick a name out of the participants. So YouTube subscribers and Twitch followers are eligible for this draw. So just take time out, go to the Lantern Lounge, get your role for a YouTube subscriber or Twitch follower, or if you are both, you qualify for both roles. So it actually gives you a double, your name will go in twice for being a Twitch follower
as well as being a YouTube subscriber. So be sure to check that out on our Discord channel. And the link for our Discord is in the comments. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and love you all. And till next time, this is GoodVibesSimmin saying have a happy Sunday.